Yeah, I know. Being a Sonic
You need
fan
to relax,
publicly
bro.
is hard out here.
You gotta keep that locked.
Yeah, I remember my secondary school, they hated Sonic with a passion.
When you
I
admit
don't
to being a
understand that
Sonic
either.
fan, it's like a free pass to say, I'm gonna be a virgin for the rest of my life.
Alright, guys, so we're doing a Sonic Tuber podcast. I'm here with the boys. We got chaomix, comic, Matthasnocuts, and Sonicsta. And we're gonna be discussing a few things about like the Sonic franchise and the future of Sonic. So that's gonna be interesting. Right now, the first one we're gonna do, I've got a list of stuff that I personally want Sega to do, and we're gonna see what these guys think about it and what their thoughts on it are gonna be. So we're good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All good.
This next topic here, this one's a doozy. They need better writers.
Yes.
Warren and Groff. We need to replace.
Yeah, I am
We need
very
them
confident. I'm very confident they're not going to return. I believe they had
Yeah.
some contract until like 2018 or 19 or something, and nothing has been renewed, at least publicly. I'm pretty sure Sega and Sonic Team are aware that people don't like the writing, and I'm pretty confident they're not going to come back for these newer games. However, it's very unclear who will write for the series, so that's kind of the interesting question I think we should be asking.
Okay, oh, this next one, yeah, Sonicsta, you're gonna be really into this one, next one. They need to return to the like shonen style and stop pandering to the new fans. Like you know the
Oh,
kind
absolutely.
of early 2000s anime style. Yeah, like I remember you and
Absolutely.
Gamer Guide made some videos about that. So please, yeah, tell us your points on that.
Well, I mean, basically, just to sum it up, is like the writing, and I think most of us would agree on this. The writing in like the Adventure 2, Unleashed, all that kind of good stuff right there. I feel like that's kind of what you need to do because Sonic has always been, or at least during that time, it was already set in stone to be this shonen character. Like he's supposed to be that hero that's like a teenager, I guess, stopping this old dude looking Eggman type guy, and that's just kind of the trope they had set up. And I feel like that's just the way they should go because the stories were, I mean, I don't know if it's arguable, but the stories were better then, the writing was better then, and also you just kind of had like more of a connection to the world he was in. Now with Lost World and stuff like that, I don't think the story there was necessarily bad. I just really don't like the characters and the writing is poor. So I feel like with good writers and a good story, with good direction, I feel as though you can even make a bad gameplay Sonic game entertaining. Hence Sonic 06.
All right, my next point, they need to either remove classic Sonic or keep him separate from the modern titles. Like, I'm not saying they need to kill classic Sonic off completely, but they need to keep him out of the next titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
agree.
killing him's the right move because you still built up a strong fan base of people who are classic Sonic fans and you upset them majorly and they might even leave. Because here's the thing, if you if you didn't want to do classic Sonic and if you wanted to kill him off, you could never do it because you never should have separated them in the first place. Like that was the main thing. As soon as you separated them, you can't go back. You can't just undo what you just did. And if you did, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So, like with, sort of like how Mario does, and I know how people feel about comparing Sonic to Mario, but Mario has had one consistent style of 3D gameplay. It just adds a extra gimmick that completely changes it, like say Flood or the spherical level design of Mario Galaxy or the hat of
Right.
Mario Odyssey. With the adventure gameplay, I feel like they can implement gimmicks like that completely change the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That'd be
No,
cool.
it's funny you should. It's funny you should say that because it actually links to my last point on my list. Like the gimmicks, one day, like basically what they do, they keep on adding a new gimmick to the game, but they need to tone it down a bit because, okay, let's look at the wisps quickly. They were in Sonic Colors. People like the wisps, so they wanted them to come back for like one more game. They've been in the last like 3-4 games, and instead of
Disgusting.
instead of like them being like, what I'm trying to say is you should use the wisps to like advance through the stage instead of, oh, you have to use this wisp to get past this section, which becomes annoying. Like it's a chore. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah, no, I understand, and my main problem with the wisps is that they're in set locations and you have a set wisp that you have to use to solve a set
Exactly,
puzzle.
yeah.
You don't have any freedom in how you do it. And if you look at like Mario Odyssey, for example, you have Cappy, which is the main gimmick of that game, and the amount of things you can do with Cappy and the amount of different ways you can get to different platforms,
Become a
it's
treat.
so freeing. Like there's so much freedom in it, and you can like, I honestly felt like when I was playing Mario Odyssey, like I could get anywhere I wanted to if I was smart enough with how I used Cappy. So like I think if Sonic had some kind of gimmick, he has to be able to use it at all times, or at least most of the time, and be able to use it without many limits.
So like a laser type ability. That's not a wisp.
That would also be a good idea, but like, yeah, like for example, if you have the laser wisp, like you should be able to use the laser pretty much at any time. Like maybe there's a requirement where you need like energy or rings or something, but like if you have enough rings, you should be able to do it anytime, anywhere for the most part.
And it could bounce off any wall. You could make some big brain plays with it.
Exactly.
So, what is you guys' opinions about the wisp being like a staple power up of the series? Like, do you want it to
I
stay?
don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm the
probably
1% that likes it.
yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I kind of agree with you because it can work if it's not as strict as, say, Sonic Colors. I mean, I liked how they used it in Sonic Colors, but if they do that for every game, it's obviously going to get old. But if they use it like how Timzy was talking about, like a shield, I think they're trying to do a staple power-ups, kind of like how Mario has, like the Fire Flower, things like that. Something iconic for Sonic to be known for. The thing about open world gameplay, and this is something, because I mean, I have an unpopular opinion that open world is very hard to make Sonic work in that, because it either has to be a very, very huge open world map, or Sonic has to be slow, because then he'll just bolt across the map. Because I mean, if he could just not boost, but then people are gonna complain like how in Sonic Unleashed you couldn't run, you had to like homing attack to get around town faster.
No,
Have
I
you
get
played Sonic
That's
GT?
true.
Sonic GT works. That does
It
work.
works. Yeah,
I've
it
seen
works.
it. I've seen it.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
works.
It's like literally the coolest thing I've ever played in my life. It's so cool, and I want the next Sonic game. I just want Sega should just hire those guys and to make the next Sonic game. Like,
Sega
I
hires,
love Sonic
man.
GT
Sega
so much.
hire.
If you haven't played Sonic GT, it's kind of an open world type. It's like semi-open world. It's not like one giant map, but it's like several. I think there's 3 levels, and they're very, very large. They're very large maps.
Yeah, I
And
know
it
what you're
works
talking
so
about.
good. I love it. You should.
Yeah,
Everyone should try that
played
game.
I played GT. I played the levels. But like the thing about those levels is, I liked the level design a lot. But there were certain things like how enemies were just not a threat to you anymore in those levels.
Right. I think
Bosses
there.
were, but the enemies
Oh,
weren't.
like
Yeah, there's
forces.
definitely room to find some more balancing with that. And like one of the things that like I disliked, but also I loved at the same time, is that how I had no idea where I was going. It was kind of frustrating. I'm like, is this forward or is this backwards? I wasn't sure. But the movement in that game is so fun that it is like the most fun thing to play on a second to second basis, to like a minute to minute basis, because the movement just feels buttery smooth and amazing. And I just just get enjoyment from moving Sonic around. Like I didn't mind that I was lost because I was able to just like go up slopes and like do crazy tricks and like jump crazy gaps and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with you. Like, it's very fun controlling Sonic in that game. Like, it's for speedrunners, it's a dream. But for casual players, I feel like they're gonna hate it, especially not being able to find the end of the level.
Right.
IGN.
Bro.
So, has anyone got anything else to say?
What do you guys think the Sonic movie 2 will have? So like, of course Knuckles and Tails will be in it. But what else do you think will be in it?
I kind of hope they try covering the story of Sonic 3, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll have like Shadow or and they might
I hope
be able to
doesn't.
find a way to like put Metal Sonic in it maybe. It would be kind of interesting to see basically. Okay, here's what I think they're going to do. They're going to do the story of Sonic 3, but they're going to mix it up by adding small elements from CD and 2.
Makes
Like Metal
sense.
Sonic
Maybe
and
like-
Tails.
Maybe like the first
Yeah,
half
that
will
would
be
make
like
sense.
Sonic and Tails pretty much, and then later on Knuckles will come in, and yeah, and then Metal
But-
Sonic will just be like the final boss type thing.
Right. For
between
the most
Sonic, Tails,
part,
and Knuckles fight.
I think they're going to stick to classic Sonic games and stories and characters. And maybe for the third movie, then they could get into the like the newer characters like Shadow or something. I have a question for everyone. If they didn't change the movie Sonic design and they kept the original one, would you all still have seen it?
Yes, probably multiple times
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what?
Always
I'd have to make
yes,
so many
it makes
videos.
sense.
Yeah, not even me. Like everyone who actually liked the movie would have to make all those really bad video essays where it's like why I liked the Sonic movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
like the
would
Sonic
probably
06
be
video
great.
essays.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Like, would you want movie Sonic to replace regular Sonic as
No.
design?
No, sir. No,
Probably
sir.
not.
no,
Absolutely.
That is
No.
the fastest no in my life.
Yeah.
get out.
I am-
No.
Normal
No,
Sonic
I
is so
definitely
iconic. Why would you do that?
You don't need another.
I am a
I'm
huge
right there with you.
advocate.
Fine.
I'm a huge advocate that Sonic's design, his modern design from Adventure and on, is like the perfect character design of
Yes.
all time. Like it is
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Bro, it's not furry.
I feel like
it's
there's
Sonic.
only one thing they should. If there's only one thing they should change to Sonic, and this is like you can say yes or no to this, but I really think that chip bracelet thing should definitely stay.
Yes,
That thing should
yes.
definitely be there because
Guys, you know
you
there's
built
a
up
thing.
this perfect relationship between Sonic
Yeah.
and this little buddy partner, and now it's just thrown away.
Yeah.
Like this was the
Really?
perfect
You know there's a
opportunity
theory
for
about
Sonic
that,
to have like a slight, like it's a small redesign. It's a very tiny, minuscule thing.
Yes.
There's so much story behind it. Like, oh my goodness, that would be the only thing I would change to Sonic if I was allowed to. But
Yeah.
I agree.
it can stay or go. But
He was
honestly,
literally-
that's just such a nice touch. That'd be such a nice touch.
Well, too bad Sonic pawned it for money to get the IRS off his back.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a
Okay.
drawing eventually. I want to draw Sonic with every single upgrade that he's ever gotten.
Oh, you're gonna have to stack some bracelets. I
Oh,
think I
Yeah,
saw
there's
that.
gonna be a few
That's-
bracelets on him.
that's
He's gonna be
drawing
looking
like
like
already.
he's gonna be looking like a 5th grader with all those rubber bracelets on his arm
Oh,
back in the
God.
day.
Silly bands.
Yeah, the silly band pad.
Oh man.
Up
I've
his
seen a
entire arm.
picture like that before.
Do you like the personality of movie Sonic better than the current personality we have in the games for Sonic?
I love the
Okay.
baseball scene when he was running around and he almost cried or something like that.
I think he's
So-
more of a relatable character.
So
Yeah,
the
than
thing with
what we have for modern Sonic.
yeah, so the thing about that is I actually watched a video that pretty much explained my thoughts about this. It's by another small YouTuber. It was talking about Sonic the Hedgehog as a character, and it was talking about how he's like pretty much a flat character arc. Like he doesn't really have an arc. It's just that he's already at his top. He's already a good character, and he does mature, but he already reached his he's the best already. He doesn't need to improve on anything in his personality. And in the movie Sonic, I feel like if they did that where Sonic was this overconfident hedgehog who was trying to preach to everyone about being good, I don't think that would have worked. I think if it's going to be a movie landscape and not a gameplay landscape, that they definitely need to make a more relatable Sonic. So it is kind of weird to see Sonic be insecure, though. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
It
kind
is.
of
Yeah.
piggybacking off of that, it's kind of like similar to Goku, where he is kind of already the best, and like throughout all of Dragon Ball, his character doesn't change. Like he gets more powerful, but his personality and maturity is like flat. It's exactly the same throughout the entire thing. But Goku is still a good character. He's a great character. So you don't exactly need to have these huge character arcs to be a good character.
Oh,
That is
God.
Wait, guys,
so
I have one more
ugly.
question before we wrap this up. Okay, so have you noticed how in every big anniversary game, we've gotten another hedgehog? So we got Shadow, we got Silver. Do you think they might add one more?
Well, we
Who
did
is
get
the one
in
in Generations? Classic Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could say that because Classic Sonic
Yeah.
is introduced as a new character.
Right, his own individual character.
I don't know,
Right.
just grab some random OC off the internet. and call it
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Grab a random
Original
Sonic
characters
Forces
do not
OC.
steal. Well, I think that's it, guys. I don't really have anything else to say, and this is well within an hour. So, you think we should cut it here?
Yeah.
I
That's
think
it.
we covered all the good points.
All right.
Okay,
Now
okay.
Editing's
to
gonna
edit
be a
this.
pain.
Oh god, that's gonna take a bit out of me, but yeah, thanks for being here, guys. This was a great video to make. To edit, that's gonna be another thing, but yeah, see you guys later.
All right,
We'll see
Thanks
you
for
later.
watching,
It was
everyone.
nice talking.
So, yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Free
peace
shout
out.
out for everyone in the video.
Yeah, free shout. I'll link all their channels in the description. Make sure you check them out, and yeah, that's it. Peace.
All right.
Sonic is a complicated character.
Indeed. This is probably the longest bit of silence this whole time.